Hi everyone! Today I'm unboxing the newest additions to the Classic Pooh Collection. We have two new die sets, Kanga and Roo, and baby accessories, along with the Sweet Sentiments press and foil plate and die set. Starting with the Kanga and Roo set, this includes 7 metal cutting dies so you can create both characters, and little Roo is absolutely tiny and adorable. There are also some extra dies for a cup and a bandana. Next is the baby accessories set, which includes 11 metal dies, and you can create a baby carriage, a high chair, and small accessories like a rattle and a baby bottle, perfect for baby-themed cards. And finally, the Sweet Sentiments set, which includes a press plate that you can use with both ink and hot foil, plus a coordinating die. There are 4 classic quotes included, all of which pair beautifully with this collection. If you missed it, be sure to check out my video where I unbox and create with the original Classic Pooh Collection. You can click the card above. And today, I'll be making 2 quick and easy cards using these new additions, starting with the baby carriage card. I've already pre-cut all the pieces for the baby carriage and little Roo. Starting with Roo, I'm using light brown cardstock for his body, and I add glue to his tummy and attach the cream-colored pouch. Next, I add the black facial features, which include his eyes and nose. And there he is, so tiny and cute. Now let's assemble the baby carriage. I start with the wheels, adding glue to the black outer rings, and attaching them to white shimmer cardstock. There are 2 different sizes, and the shimmer adds just a little shine to this pastel card. For the carriage basket, I use light green cardstock, and I add the white shimmer top edge. The carriage top is light green patterned cardstock, and I glue it along the bottom edge and place it behind the basket all the way to the right. Next is the wheel frame, again in white shimmer cardstock. I attach the larger wheel on the left and the smaller on the right, and I line them up with the curve of the frame. I glue the basket to the frame next, letting the handle overlap slightly. I add the handle detail using the same pattern paper as the carriage top. Finally, I tuck little Roo behind the carriage, adding glue just to his feet. And there you go, complete a carriage. Look how easy that was. For the card base, I'm using a white arch die, and it's cut from the Perfect Touch Arches and Tag set by Spellbinders, the 4th die in. Since the carriage is small and an unusual shape, I'm going to glue it directly to the arch instead of using foam tape. I add glue to the back of the entire carriage, and I place it on the topmost portion of my arch. To coordinate, I cut pattern paper to 4 inches by 5.25 inches, and it is the same pattern paper as the carriage. I add foam tape behind the arch and center it on the pattern paper. The sentiment that I'll be using comes from the Little Smiles collection and reads, "Welcome to a world of moonlit dreams and starry skies." I foam mount it to the bottom of the arch. I chose this sentiment over the one in the collection just because I had multiples from a previous project. I attached the finished panel to a white A2 card base in the center, leaving about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. finish, I add small enamel dots in royal icing from Tailored Expressions to the center of each wheel. I'm using the smallest size of enamel dots. I feel that tiny little detail really pulled everything together. I also made 2 more versions in pink and blue using the rest of those duplicate sentiments. With the baby carriage card finished, let's move on to the second card. This one features Kanga and Roo and has a sweet storybook feel. Starting with Kanga, I'm using light brown cardstock for the body. I glue the cream chest and pouch to the front. There is a slit in the pouch where Roo can slide in, so if you want to use it that way, be careful and not add glue there. For this card, Roo will stay separate. Next, I add the cream face piece. And I also am using some black cardstock on the back of Kanga's face to create the eyes and nose. And I am leaving the arms off for the time being. For Roo, I again use light brown cardstock, attach the cream pouch, then add the black facial features. He is already so tiny. For extra detail, I cut a green bandana using the included die, and I glue it around his neck. For the background, I'm using white flower patterned paper from Your Paper Insider box number 11, cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And behind that, I have some black shimmer paper from box number 10, which gives the flowers a soft pink hue. It's subtle on camera, but it is really pretty in person. Because the flower paper is thin, I use a tape runner to adhere it to the black shimmer panel. I place it in the center, and it leaves a nice pink shimmer border around the edge. Now for placement, I did spend some time arranging the characters as well as some additional accessories, just so that I was happy with how everything was going to lay out before I went ahead and attached them all. When I was happy, I then added Kanga's arms. The larger arm is glued to the front, and the smaller arm is attached from the back. This way it looks like she's reaching out towards the little gift that Roo was giving her. Roo's gift is going to be a heart-shaped balloon. I cut the heart from red shimmer cardstock from Your Paper Insider box number 13. The balloon string comes from the original Classic Pooh set, and I glue the top of the string to the back of the heart balloon. The sentiment that I'm using is from this set, and it says, "How do you spell love?" I have used black glimmer foil on white cardstock, and I cut it with the coordinating die. I add glue to the back of it and stick it in the top right corner of the card. I add foam squares behind Kanga, and after peeling off the adhesive backing, I place her on the left side of the card mat. The balloon is also foam tape mounted, and I place it to the right of Kanga. Little Roo is going to be last, and I'm just making some final adjustments before I stick him on. I tuck the balloon string under his arm and above his leg, and I place him higher on the string so it looks like the balloon is lifting him up. The last thing I do is secure the balloon string to the card. All that's left is to add my pink card mat to my card base. I attach the panel to a white A2 card base, and the pink layer was slightly oversized. I take my scissors and I just trim it down a little bit. And there you have it. A sweet Kanga and Roo card to finish off today's projects. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my blog for more details, and you'll find links to all the products I used in the description box below. See you next time.